Explain what's going on. Don't.
I'm not doing nothing.
Don't. You're tensing up, bro. Don't do it. Don't do it. Keep your hands right back. Wait. Don't.
They say don't do it.
Don't.
I'll tase you!
You did?
Yes!
Okay.
I grabbed the gun! I shot him! Oh my god!
A traffic stop in the spring of 2021 turns into chaos for the officers, the driver, and the entire community when a fatal mistake becomes a national flashpoint, igniting a wave of unrest. As agitation spreads throughout the city, the tensions between the police and the public erupt, and the world watches to see what justice will look like in this explosive case.
This is the America we live in now. My gosh, it's a war zone.
The following report is based on official police records, and some of the footage has never been seen before until now. On April 11th, 2021, two officers in Brooklyn Center, Minnesota stop a car when they notice expired tabs and an obstruction hanging from the rearview mirror.
Right.
Sakes, dude. Really?
Really in front of the damn school?
Move forward.
You feel me? Like, what the hell?
You're gonna stop right here.
Officer Kimberly Potter takes up position at the rear of the car as her trainee, Officer Anthony Lucky, approaches the door.
Hey, what's going on, man? You got a driver's license and proof of insurance for me at all? You don't have a driver's license? Okay. What's your name? You're Dante? Okay, gotcha. Well, there's a couple things. Here's why I stopped you. The air freshener hanging down there. Yeah, can't do that. And then our other question is your tabs. Yeah, just keep looking for the insurance, and then I'm gonna write your name, date of birth down. All right?
The man they've pulled over is 20-year-old Dante Wright. And a young woman named Elena is in the passenger seat.
I wanted to say he was lying, but I think he's honestly telling the truth. So.
As the police run Dante's information through the system,
already,
Dante calls his mom for advice.
He called me and he said, "Mom, I just been pulled over." And I said, "For what?" Like, that was just my first response. Like, what did you do? And he said I had air fresheners in the window or the rearview mirror. And then I said, "Okay, well, take them down." He was like, "You think I'm in trouble?" I was like, "No, you're not in trouble. What would you be in trouble for?"
But what the police find shifts the course of this traffic stop.
Just run him as Dante Wright. No, just run him like you were in DBS.
Yeah.
Just don't put all that other information in.
Oh. Okay.
See what it gives you.
Status, suspended, mail, state records hit.
See? You don't want to code for yourself.
He's got
Damn, that motherfucker talk to you? I ain't. That's crazy.
a gross misdemeanor warrant, and there's an OFP for a female, so I need to ID her. There's also residue, like weed on the middle console, so probably search the car. Apparently the car is his brother's.
You want to tell him what the warrant's for?
Warrant is for the weapons violation.
The officers, who have now been joined by a sergeant, return to arrest Dante, taking the first steps toward an encounter that will end in disaster.
Just have him step on out.
Hey, Dante. All right, man, here, do me a favor. Just step out of the car real quick, okay? And I'll explain what's going on. Woo! You can just put your phone on the dashboard there, okay?
So
and then
am I
the
going
paper.
to jail?
I'll explain all that in a second, okay? Just turn
You
around.
got to jail, my dude.
Put your hands on your back.
Cooperate, that's all you gotta do.
You didn't tell you're under arrest, Dante.
Okay, so you are going to be under arrest, okay? You do have a warrant, so. Don't.
I'm not doing nothing.
Don't. You're tensing up, bro. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Like, oh my god, like, don't get me wrong, bro. I be understanding it, bro. But like, just cooperate, bro. It's not hard, bro. Like, like I know it, you know, the police in the black community, the community period, bro, be having this weird iffy stuff, bro. If 9 times out of 10, if you just cooperate, bro, it'll go so much smoother, bro. Like, he already, oh man, God damn.
Right back.
He already about to start tripping. Oh my god. Come on, cuz.
I'll tase you!
But Officer
Ah,
Potter's
taser.
taser is holstered on the left side of her belt. She reaches to the right, tragically grabbing her 9mm instead.
Oh! She don't know she got the.
But the next sound is not the electric.
How the freak she don't know she got? I'm sorry. How the hell she don't know she got this damn gun in her hand, bro? It's the difference between a taser and a gun.
Crackle of a taser, but the loud report of a single gunshot. Dante Wright is instantly aware of what happened.
Ah, he shot me.
Oh, how? He drove off?
Yes!
Okay.
I grabbed her off gun! I shot him! Oh my god!
Okay. Kim, sit down.
The booming sounds from down the street are from Dante's car smashing
Crashing.
into an oncoming SUV before rolling to a stop at an intersection a block away from the initial incident. One cop is already on the scene, and soon there will be many others.
Racial contact shots fired. Start more units, please. We're gonna need additional units.
Like I know she was in the middle of a hectic scene, but like you should have felt the difference between your taser and your gun handle. Like like this is real life. I ain't trying to I ain't never been in that situation because I'm not a police officer. But like, come on, lady, you should be trained to know where your stuff is. Like whatever your dominant hand is, that's where your gun should be. Whatever your least dominant hand is, is where your taser should be. But like you should have felt the difference between the gun, and you had it like this, so you should have probably seen like, oh shit, this is not the gun. I mean, this is not the taser. The fact that you kept saying taser, taser, and you did like this is crazy as hell. It's wild, and man, this is bad, bro. I feel for it, but come on.
Kim, that guy was trying to take off with me in the car.
But Officer Potter is inconsolable, and the news isn't improving.
The driver is not breathing according to the passenger.
Oh my god! What have I done?
He got shot like right here.
What have I done? I mean, it's all just...
But no one else standing.
I mean, it's all just... Nothing charges. What did I do?
This must be his first time to do, because he said trainee and the sergeant. Like, this is bad. I'm sorry for Paulin, but this is bad, bro. Like, he said he's trying to pull off. Yeah, I know he was trying to pull off with the car, but bro, she kept saying taser, taser, assuming that she had the taser, bro. You wasn't listening to her. So like, this is crazy, bro.
At the crash scene, where the police response is growing by the second,
That's
Elena gets out of the car as the officers prepare to move in on
She got out and like shit happened.
If any of them know exactly what happened here.
She ain't distraught, crying or nothing.
The radio that Brooklyn Center officers, there was a possible shooting, took the male out of the driver's seat and began performing a first aid on them.
At least they tried.
Quickly arrive at the scene as well, but little can be done.
As I approached, I believe they stopped doing CPR. I checked a pulse on his right carotid for what I was aiming at about 10 seconds. I moved over to the left carotid to check over there as well. I did not feel a pulse.
Dante Wright is pronounced dead at the scene, and while it's not clear if Officer Potter immediately received the news, a Hennepin County lieutenant finds her in a worrying state.
Bro.
I got down to her level and I'm talking to her, and she was just repeating some things, and I honestly just told her to stop talking. She repeatedly kept saying that she wanted to die. Again, how my conclusion came that there was something critical that took place. I'm going to prison.
Crazy.
I want to die. Just let me die. I talked to her sergeant twice, and on the second time, he finally listened to me, I said, you need to take her gun from her, because I didn't know the whole realm of it, but I knew it wasn't good.
The sergeant
Officer Potter is led to an ambulance where she's checked out before being transported back to the police station. Officer Potter, of course, is far from the only person experiencing trauma from the day's events.
You feel me?
I went outside screaming, I was just so distraught. My neighbors heard me, and my neighbor's like, no, I'll drive you. And there was so much traffic, and I was like, oh my God, I can't. I got out of the car and I started running, but it was so far away. So I had to get back in the car, and I couldn't go any further, and I just see yellow tape.
In the meantime, cops from several departments and jurisdictions have blanketed the area, and many still have very little knowledge about what happened.
Hi there. No, I don't have all the details. I just replaced my partner about 5 minutes ago.
Damn, they
I haven't
had.
heard about any officers being hurt at all, but I don't know any details.
When Dante's mom finally gets to the scene, she's confronted with the same lack of answers.
I finally got into the yellow tape and the police officers were stopping me. I'm like, oh my God, is that my son? And I seen the car that we just gave my son 2 weeks ago was smashed up with another car. And I was like, oh my God, was he in an accident? And Brooklyn Center police officers were talking to me and they said they had no information. They don't know what happened. I said, well, I know what happened. I was on the phone. You shot my son.
The sight of this many police cars has attracted attention, and it's not long before the mood grows hostile.
And they ain't trying to do it. And this is the problem, bro. Like, I know as a community, like, you are able to do as free will, but as many police officers was there, they should have had a couple. Some should have been with the scene, but the ones that are just there should have been controlling the crowd, keeping them from the scene, bro. Like, this is how it gets out of hand. Like I said, it just, man, this is bad, bro. Like I said, man, I don't even know.
You're the one that's yelling out a window while you're driving.
And the sergeant,
people don't even.
My bad for pausing. And the sergeant wasn't even trying to consult the other officer. He just standing there looking like he ain't doing his duty as a superior officer.
Know what happened? I don't even know what happened, and they're threatening to hurt people.
You feel me?
But the atmosphere surrounding police shootings is tense in the spring of 2021.
Oh, me.
And
Yeah,
that
y'all know,
tension
y'all
is
know.
perhaps especially palpable here in Brooklyn Center, where less than 10 miles away, Derek Chauvin is on trial for the 2020 death of George Floyd. And as news breaks out about Dante's shooting, the gathering crowd begins to take the shape of a full-fledged protest.
Y'all should have controlled the crowd.
Hold the space! Hold the space! Text people to come and Avenue North, Lee Avenue North. Get people here. Do not be violent training. Get the party pigs. Do not be crazy by them. I want you to fight them. Get people here right now. Text people to get Avenue North right now. Do not go for the Ocho. The reason why they have so many pigs out here is because they know.
This is crazy. Like, y'all shouldn't even.
But the growing unrest at the scene of Dante's shooting is only the first glimpse of what is in store for Brooklyn Center as the day turns into night and news of the incident continues to spread throughout the community. Riot squads gather at the police station as the protests spread and troubling reports come over the radio.
Minneapolis, female stated looting of Walmart will be happening soon, and hung up on it.
And as temperatures rise across the city, it's perhaps inevitable that some protesters are detained.
My phone is ringing. Can you see who that is, please? You have to answer it, but can you tell me who it is? Because it might be my mom, and she's going to be very disappointed.
Like, this is stupid. Like, like I ain't saying like especially during this time. Yeah, that was a critical time. Like, because the case that they put, that they showed, before this one was headline news. So the tension was arising in that area. Period. But like, come on, bro. It's just like, I ain't saying what the officer did was right, because like I said, she should have known. Like I said, I know it was in a panic, but like, bro, lady, it's too. First of all, like you should she seen when she had it pointed out. She should have seen that it wasn't a taser. Like literally, she should have seen that because she had it like this, and she kept saying taser, taser. So I don't know if she blinked out. I don't know. It was she did that, but I don't know, man. Like it just, but the fact, man, I don't even know.
Oh man, I thought I was doing the right thing.
From burglaries to property damage. According to officials, more than 140 businesses are damaged, including several instances of arson. In the midst of the ongoing protests and community reaction, Officer Potter resigns from the Brooklyn Center Police Department on April 13th, 2 days after the shooting. The following day, she is arrested and charged with second-degree manslaughter in the death of Dante Wright.
So, yep, I'm just gonna, I know, I'm very sorry. Just, let's just face this way just for the sake of it. I'm just gonna pat everything down. Do you have underwear on?
No, I
Nothing?
just sports bra on.
Okay.
There's no pockets.
Okay. Just kick your leg a little bit for me, thank you.
As she arrives at the jail, Potter has an emotional exchange with the officer escorting her.
I'd give you a hug, but that's probably not allowed.
What's that?
I can't give you a hug. It's probably not allowed.
Yeah, I just be aware that once you walk in the door, everything is recorded and phone call.
Look, I'm sorry I keep on, but it's just, look at the difference between the handle of your gun and the taser. That's the only problem. Like, legit, like, it's wild that she didn't notice that. Like, it's a significant difference of the handle of your gun and taser, bro. Like,
calls and everything. Just, I'm sure you know that. I'm just okay.
Well, like,
make this as quick and painless as possible.
In September, the Minnesota Attorney General added first-degree manslaughter to her charges. At trial, Potter told the jury that she had never before used her taser or her gun on duty in her 26 years of policing and insisted that she didn't want to hurt anybody that day. Dante's mother posted a message on Facebook calling for accountability.
Just see my son laying there, looked to me like he was dead. And I sat there and watched my son sit on the corner for hours and hours. That was my day. I watched my son underneath the yellow tent for seemed to be like a lifetime.
Kimberly Potter was convicted of first-degree manslaughter and sentenced in February 2022. The city of Brooklyn Center agreed to pay Dante Wright's family a lawsuit settlement of $3.25 million in June 2022. Kimberly Potter was released from prison in April 2023.
Man, she only did a year?
Just step out of the...
I mean, it's sad, bro. I mean, like, she only did a year for that. It's like I said, it just, the whole situation was bad, bro. It's just like, I know it got hectic, but like at some point in time, bro, like I said, it could have went so many ways. Like she should have went over there with the girl and let the two male officers come over there and handle him. She shouldn't have, like, that's just how I feel. Cause you know, like I said, it would probably went smoother. She wouldn't have probably panicked to pull out the gun. They could have, you know, manhandled them and had them restrained. But like I said, the fact that she didn't know the difference between her gun and the damn taser handle is crazy. But that they paid her off, the mom off, but that $3.2 million ain't gonna bring her son back. I'll catch y'all on the next one though, man.